Have you ever experienced something that seemed too perfect, too precise to be a mere accident? A moment so meaningful that it left you questioning reality itself. Maybe you thought about someone you hadn't seen in years, and within moments, they called you. Or perhaps you opened a book to a random page, and the words staring back at you were the answer you had been searching for. These aren't just coincidences. These are synchronicities, messages woven into the fabric of reality itself, waiting for you to notice. For most of us, these moments are fleeting, dismissed as random occurrences. But what if I told you that reality is trying to communicate with you all the time? What if these accidents aren't accidents at all, but signs meant to guide you towards something greater? Synchronicities are not random. They are deliberate. They are a form of communication from a deeper intelligence that lies behind the veil of ordinary experience. Whether you call it the universe, source, or simply the laws of the cosmos, this intelligence is constantly sending you messages. Yet, society has conditioned you to ignore these messages. From an early age, we are taught that life is linear, logical, and predictable. We're conditioned to think that everything has a rational explanation, that if something can't be measured or explained by science, it's nothing more than imagination. This materialistic worldview has shaped how we see the world, blocking us from recognizing the hidden order that governs everything around us. But what if this view of reality is incomplete? What if we've been trained to see the world through a narrow lens, one that overlooks the deeper, interconnected patterns of existence? Figures like Carl Jung, Nikola Tesla, and Albert Einstein didn't see reality as a random series of events. They understood that everything is connected by invisible threads, that synchronicities are a sign of a greater order at work. Jung, in particular, coined the term synchronicity, referring to the meaningful coincidences that reveal the underlying structure of the universe. Tesla's famous quote, "If you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration," aligns perfectly with this understanding. And yet, the world tells us to dismiss such ideas. We're told that synchronicities are merely cognitive biases, the tricks our brains play on us. But what if, instead of being random or imagined, they are part of a much larger intelligent system designed to guide us? When you begin to recognize these patterns, you open the door to a new way of living. Your awareness shifts. You start to notice how events, people, and opportunities come into your life at the perfect moment, like puzzle pieces falling into place. And this is just the beginning. But recognizing synchronicities isn't enough. To truly transform your life, you must act on these signs. The universe is not a passive force. It is actively responding to your thoughts, emotions, and intentions. When you align with the flow of these synchronicities, when you trust the process and take inspired action, that's when the real magic happens. So how do you begin to align with these signs? It starts by shifting your mindset. Let go of the materialistic view that everything is random and unrelated. Start seeing the world through a different lens, one where everything is connected, where signs and patterns have meaning. Once you make this shift, synchronicities will begin to show up more frequently, guiding you toward the life you were meant to live. The next step is to raise your awareness. Pay attention to the subtle cues that surround you. The numbers that keep appearing on the clock, the random encounter with a stranger who gives you the advice you need, the song that plays at just the right time. These are the messages the universe is sending you, but only if you are awake enough to notice them. But there's more to it than just awareness. You must also align your energy with these patterns. Your vibration, the frequency at which you exist, plays a crucial role in attracting synchronicities into your life. When you're in a high vibration state, one filled with gratitude, trust, and openness, the universe responds with more signs, more opportunities, and more guidance. The law of vibration tells us that what we emit is what we attract. If you're sending out energy of fear, doubt, or resistance, you will attract more of the same. But if you align with positivity, purpose, and trust, the universe mirrors that back to you. And finally, you must take action. Synchronicities are not just passive experiences to observe. They are invitations to move, to step into alignment. When you see the signs, trust them and take inspired action. Every synchronicity is a nudge from the universe, guiding you toward your highest good. It's not enough to wait for things to happen. When the signs appear, you must be willing to act, to step into the unknown with confidence. This process isn't just about noticing patterns or experiencing moments of wonder. It's about living in alignment with them. When you do, your life begins to flow effortlessly. Opportunities align, connections form, and you feel a deep sense of purpose guiding you forward. Now that you've begun to understand the power of synchronicities, the real question is, how do you consciously engage with them? How can you create a life where these meaningful coincidences become your daily reality? The answer lies in deepening your connection to the unseen forces that govern your life. Forces that are always present, always working in your favor, if you are aware enough to see them. It starts with a shift in your inner state. To unlock the full potential of synchronicities, you must elevate your vibration. You need to align your thoughts, emotions, and actions with the energy of abundance, trust, and openness. This is not just wishful thinking. It's the key to inviting the universe's guidance into your life. Think about it. Every moment of your life is a reflection of your inner world. If you're living in a state of stress, fear, or negativity, that's the energy you're sending out into the world. And in return, you'll attract experiences that match that frequency. But when you align yourself with gratitude, positivity, and trust, your energy shifts. The universe responds by sending you more signs, more opportunities, and more synchronicities that align with your new vibrational state. This is why people who practice mindfulness, meditation, or gratitude often experience an increase in synchronicities. These practices help clear the mental clutter and raise your frequency, making it easier for you to tap into the hidden order of reality. When your mind is calm and open, it becomes a clear channel for synchronicities to flow through. You begin to notice the connections, the signs, the subtle whispers of the universe guiding you along your path. But it doesn't stop there. Once you've aligned your energy and opened yourself up to synchronicities, the next step is to act. The universe doesn't just send signs to watch, it sends them to guide you to take action. Every synchronicity you encounter is an invitation to move forward, to step into alignment with your true path. But here's the catch. It requires courage to act. Often, when these signs appear, they will push you out of your comfort zone. They'll require you to trust in the unknown and take a leap of faith. This is where most people fall short. They see the signs, they feel the pull, but they hesitate. They second-guess, they doubt, and they wait for more proof before making a move. But waiting for more signs is a trap. The universe is not going to give you certainty before you take the first step. It requires trust. It requires action. When you trust the synchronicities and take inspired action, the universe responds by opening doors, aligning opportunities, and bringing the right people into your life. So, how do you start taking action? The key is to listen to your intuition. Your gut feelings are often the whispers of the universe, guiding you toward the next step. When you feel drawn to something, follow that pull. When an opportunity arises, take it. When a person crosses your path with wisdom or insight, listen closely. These are the moments when the universe is saying, "This is the way forward." And here's the beauty of it all. Once you start acting on these signs, the synchronicities will begin to multiply. The more you trust and act, the more the universe will send you signs. It's a feedback loop. The more you align, the more synchronicities appear. It's like tuning into a radio station. The clearer the signal, the more you hear. But this is a conscious process. It's not about waiting for life to happen to you. It's about co-creating your reality with the universe. When you step into this flow, life becomes effortless. Opportunities appear at the perfect time. Challenges turn into lessons. People enter your life just when you need them. And all the while, you'll be guided by the invisible threads of synchronicity, leading you toward the life you were always meant to live. Now, imagine what your life could look like if you began to notice these patterns and take action on them. Imagine a world where everything aligns perfectly with your intentions, where you feel guided every step of the way, and where your deepest desires begin to manifest with ease. This isn't a fantasy. This is what happens when you tap into the hidden order of reality. This is the magic of synchronicity. But there's still one more piece to the puzzle: how to truly trust in this process. Trust is the foundation upon which everything else is built. Without trust, you will constantly doubt the signs, second-guess your decisions, and remain stuck in uncertainty. But with trust, you become a powerful co-creator of your reality. You start to see the synchronicities as the universe's way of showing you the path, and you step forward with confidence, knowing that you are being guided. It's time to take action. It's time to trust the process. The universe has been speaking to you all along, and now it's your turn to listen, to align, and to act. The more you trust, the more the synchronicities will unfold. The more you act, the more the universe will respond. And the more you open yourself to this hidden order of reality, the more you'll see that you are not alone in this journey. As you begin to recognize the power of synchronicities, you'll soon realize that the path is never linear. It's filled with twists, turns, and unexpected moments that, at first glance, may seem uncertain or even uncomfortable. But remember, these are not signs to back away from. They are signs to lean into. The universe often works in ways that challenge us to grow. Just as you may have felt fear or hesitation at certain moments when synchronicities presented themselves, these feelings are part of the process. They are not obstacles, but invitations to step into a higher version of yourself. The discomfort you feel is often the signal that you are on the right path. It's the push from the universe that says, now is the time. This is where growth happens. Think back to a time when you were faced with a decision. One that seemed daunting, one that required you to trust and act without having all the answers. You might have felt the pull of synchronicity then, but you were unsure whether to take the leap. It's in these moments where you must trust your intuition, trust the signs, and step into what feels uncertain. When you choose to act despite your doubts, that's when things begin to unfold in extraordinary ways. You might find that the doors you once thought were closed suddenly swing open. Opportunities you didn't even know existed appear, relationships deepen, and your understanding of your own purpose becomes clearer. That's the power of synchronicity at work, constantly aligning your actions, thoughts, and energy with the flow of the universe. But to truly harness this power, you must let go of the need for certainty. Let go of the need for everything to make sense before you act. The universe doesn't work in a linear, predictable way. It's more like an intricate web, where each thread is connected to countless others. The more you trust the process, the more you align yourself with the flow, the more you start seeing that your actions, no matter how small, ripple out into the world, influencing the grander picture. This is where the real magic happens. Synchronicity is not just about noticing patterns, but about trusting that every piece of the puzzle fits into place exactly as it should. It's about letting go of the illusion of control and surrendering to the natural flow of life. You don't have to force things to happen. You don't have to push against the current. Instead, you flow with it. But the question remains, how do you keep this momentum going? How do you ensure that you're not just catching glimpses of synchronicity here and there, but living in constant alignment with the universe? The answer lies in cultivating a daily practice of awareness and openness. This is something you can practice every single day. Being present in the moment, paying attention to the signs, and trusting your instincts. It's a muscle you build over time. The more you work it, the stronger it becomes. And soon enough, synchronicities will not only be something you notice, they'll be the foundation upon which you live your life. Start each day with an open mind. Be curious about the signs that show up, the numbers that keep repeating, the people you meet, the opportunities that cross your path. Don't just brush them off as coincidences. Recognize them for what they are. The universe guiding you toward your highest potential. As you do this, your life will begin to shift. You'll start attracting what you need, when you need it. You'll feel more connected, more aligned, and more in tune with the flow of the universe. And most importantly, you'll feel a deep sense of trust in the process. Because here's the truth, when you trust the signs and act on them, the universe begins to move mountains for you. It aligns events, people, and opportunities in your favor. You become part of a larger, intricate web of life, one that is constantly working to bring you closer to your highest self. But there's a final secret that most people don't know. The more you trust, the more synchronicities will come. It's like opening a door. Once it's open, more doors begin to appear. The more you align with the flow of synchronicity, the more you start seeing these signs everywhere you go. They're not just random occurrences. They're your personal roadmap to transformation. Now, it's up to you. You have the power to choose. Will you keep living in the shadows of doubt, dismissing the signs as mere coincidence? Or will you embrace the synchronicities in your life and step into the flow of the universe, trusting that every sign is guiding you toward your true path? The choice is yours. You are the creator of your reality, and the universe is waiting to co-create with you. It's time to take action. It's time to trust the process. And when you do, you'll find that synchronicities aren't just rare, magical occurrences. They are the way the universe communicates with you every single day. Start today. Pay attention. Trust. Act. And watch as the universe reveals its hidden order, guiding you toward the life you were always meant to live. Now, as you begin to understand this deeper connection, you might wonder, what happens when you start living in this flow? How does the world around you shift when you consistently trust and act on the synchronicities that appear? The answer is simple, yet profound. When you align yourself with the hidden order of reality, everything begins to fall into place. The struggles that once seemed insurmountable start to dissolve. The doubts that held you back begin to fade into the background, replaced by a calm, steady knowing that you are on the right path. Opportunities that once felt distant or impossible begin to appear with ease, as if the universe itself is paving the way for you. You'll notice that life begins to unfold with greater fluidity. The walls that once seemed to block your progress become transparent. The road ahead no longer feels unclear or uncertain. Instead, you feel a deep sense of connection with everything around you. Your thoughts, emotions, and intentions no longer feel isolated from the world. They feel aligned with the very fabric of reality. And as you continue to walk this path, the synchronicities multiply. But here's the thing. This isn't about seeking synchronicities for their own sake. It's about creating a life that is fully aligned with your true purpose. It's about tapping into the rhythm of the universe, allowing it to guide you toward your highest potential. The synchronicities you experience aren't just signs that you're on the right track. They're the universe's way of showing you that you are exactly where you need to be at the right time, with the right people. As you continue this journey, you'll find that the more you trust, the more powerful these signs become. The synchronicities start to weave into every aspect of your life. They show up in your career, in your relationships, in your health, and in your spiritual growth. They become the threads that hold the tapestry of your life together, revealing a pattern so intricate and beautiful that you can't help but marvel at how it all aligns perfectly. And as you look back, you'll see that every step you've taken, every decision you've made, and every challenge you've faced has led you to this moment. The synchronicities you've encountered weren't random. They were the stepping stones, carefully placed in your path, guiding you to a deeper understanding of who you truly are and why you're here. But the journey doesn't stop here. The more you trust, the more you'll realize that synchronicities are not just for personal gain. They are a reflection of your connection to something much larger than yourself. They are a reminder that we are all part of a grand, interconnected web, each of us playing our role in the unfolding of the universe. The more you align with that understanding, the more you contribute to the collective harmony. So, as you move forward, remember this. Every synchronicity you experience is not just a personal message. It's a message for the world. When you trust the signs, when you take action, you not only transform your life, you help shift the collective energy of the world around you. Each time you step into alignment, you create ripples that extend far beyond your immediate experience. This is how you become a part of something greater. This is how you move from simply existing in the world to consciously co-creating your reality and contributing to the creation of a more harmonious world. Your synchronicities are not just guides. They are keys, unlocking doors for not just you, but for others too. When you step into the flow, you are helping to shift the collective consciousness, one synchronicity at a time. As you look ahead, remember that the universe is never static. It's always evolving, always moving, always responding. And you have the power to shape that movement. Every time you act on a synchronicity, you contribute to the unfolding of the universe itself. You become a conscious participant in the grand design. So, take the next step with confidence. Trust the signs, trust the process, and know that with every action you take, you are not only aligning with your highest path, you are helping to guide the world toward its highest potential as well. As you step into this flow, something incredible happens. You begin to notice that you are not alone in this process. You start to realize that the synchronicities you experience are not just guiding you. They are part of a much larger collective force. This force is constantly at work, connecting you with others, with the world around you, and with the deepest parts of yourself. What you may not have considered is this. Synchronicities are not just about your personal path. They are a reflection of the interconnectedness of all things. The people you meet, the events that unfold in your life, and even the challenges you face are all part of a greater pattern, one that goes far beyond your individual experience. As you continue on this journey, you'll begin to see that every person you meet, every conversation you have, and every encounter you experience is, in its own way, part of the grand design. These moments, these connections, are woven into the fabric of reality itself, and they serve as mirrors, reflecting back to you the lessons, opportunities, and insights you need to move forward. The more you trust in this interconnectedness, the more you will see that your path is not a solitary one. You are part of a vast, collective consciousness, and the universe is always orchestrating events to guide you, to teach you, and to help you grow. The synchronicities are a reminder that we are all connected, and that every action you take, no matter how small, ripples out into the world, affecting others in ways you may never fully understand. This is why it's so important to trust the flow and act on the signs you receive. Every time you follow your intuition and take inspired action, you are not only aligning yourself with your highest purpose, you are contributing to the collective energy of the universe. You are helping to raise the vibration of the world, one step at a time. But the truth is, not everyone is ready to embrace this higher perspective. Many people are still trapped in the old way of thinking, clinging to a materialistic, disconnected worldview. They may dismiss synchronicities as mere coincidence or chance, unaware that they are missing out on a profound, life-changing experience. But you are different. You are beginning to see the world through new eyes. You are awakening to the truth that reality is not as random as it seems. You are recognizing that every moment, every event, and every encounter has meaning. And as you continue to embrace this understanding, you will find that life becomes more purposeful, more intentional, and more aligned with your deepest desires. So, as you move forward, remember this. The universe is constantly sending you signs. Every synchronicity, every meaningful coincidence is a message from the deeper intelligence that governs reality. It is the universe's way of reminding you that you are not just a passive observer of life, but an active participant in the unfolding of your own destiny. And here's the most beautiful part. As you continue to recognize and act on these synchronicities, you will begin to experience a sense of peace and alignment that is unlike anything you've ever felt before. You will begin to feel a deep sense of trust in the process of life, knowing that you are always being guided, always being supported, and always on the right path. It is in this trust, This willingness to step into the unknown, that the true magic of synchronicity unfolds. The more you trust the signs and follow them, the more the universe will unfold in perfect timing. Opportunities, connections, and moments of divine guidance will appear with ease, leading you toward the life you've always dreamed of. But this requires action. You must not only recognize the signs, but also be willing to act on them. The universe will guide you, but you must have the courage to follow where it leads. Every time you take a step, every time you act on a synchronicity, you are moving closer to your highest self. So now it's time. The signs are all around you. The universe is calling you to step into the flow. Are you ready to embrace the synchronicities that are waiting for you? Are you ready to trust the process, to act on the signs, and to allow the universe to guide you toward your greatest potential? The choice is yours. You can continue to live in the shadows of doubt, dismissing the synchronicities as mere coincidence, or you can step into the light of trust, allowing the universe to guide you to a life of alignment, purpose, and transformation. Remember, synchronicities are not just random occurrences. They are messages from the universe, guiding you toward your highest good. They are the whispers of reality, showing you the path ahead. Now, my beautiful viewer, if this message has sparked something in you, feel free to like and subscribe and comment. I am successful if you have reached this far into the video. Thank you and hope to see you in the next video. Salute.